So now I have opened the part module and let us try to work on the creation of the aircraft wing. So for that I have two options. First, I can create a sketch on this particular front plane. I will be having the aerofoil ready with me. Then I can click on the sketch and extrude it. The second option is I have to click on extrude and select the plane where I would like to extrude my sketch, and there I have to import the aerofoils. So I will be going with the second option. I am selecting the plane right now, that is the front view. Let me align the plane. Now the coordinate system what you are finding over here, the x, y and z coordinate system, is called the global coordinate system. So when we are selecting the coordinate system for importing the aerofoil, the global coordinate system will not be selected. I'll just try to show you. So first I'm creating a center line of 1 unit. Let me just zoom in. So we have to create the aerofoil in this particular location. So I have my center line, which is the line of division, which I have to delete after creating both the surfaces. I have created the upper curve. Now I have to double click it and go to file. So here we are required to select the coordinate system. So as I have mentioned to you, and you can just verify when you're selecting the coordinate system, this will not be selected, because if we are selecting over here, we will be getting the coordinate system number or the name over here. So in this case, we have to select the local coordinate system, and you can also see that we are getting a message over here, select a local coordinate system to use as a dimensioning reference. So in this particular case, we can just close it and we can go to the datum. We can just delete this. You can click on coordinate system and you can place it at the center. So I have a local coordinate system which was present in the sketching module. I have to click on center line. This is another datum which is a reference used for the purpose of referencing. And let me keep the distance between both the lines as 1 unit, because the aerofoil is having a length or the chord. Just the chord is the distance from the leading point to the trailing point. So the distance of the aerofoil, the coordinates what we have prepared right now, is having a chord of 1 unit. So now I have to click on spline. I have created the upper surface. Now I need to double click it and go to file. Now I can select the coordinate system, and you can see when I'm hovering over the coordinate system, it is getting highlighted. Select on it and you will be having the name of the coordinate system which you have selected right now. Now you can go to browse and search for the upper curve which I have saved in the desktop. Click import. Press yes. So the upper geometry have been modified right now. Let us try to work on the lower surface. Connect the edges, because we want the extrusion to happen only with the closed loops. Now I will double click on the line, go to file, select the coordinate system again and browse the location of the lower surface or the lower curve. Import it, press OK. So now we have the upper and the lower curve. You can just press OK. Now you're not getting a shaded region over here. The reason for this is because we have created a line of separation. That is the center line. So I have to delete it. I can use delete segment and press middle click to get the shaded region. So I have the shaded region ready with me right now. I can just press OK. And as I was in the extrusion mode, you can see that I'm able to find the extruded aerofoil. This is a very lengthier dimension, so let me just reduce it. And go to symmetry. Press OK. So this is the rectangular wing we have created with an aerofoil cross section. So most of the aerofoils are widely used in different applications, different engineering applications. They are obviously used in aircrafts. They're also used in sports cars for aero kits and to improve the aerodynamics of the cars. They are used in gas turbine engines. The blades of the gas turbine engines are in the form of aerofoil shape. We have the helicopter blades of aerofoil shape. So as an engineer, it is very important for us to know the procedure for creating an aerofoil, or as a student you can just try to work on it. You can see the different deflections of the aerofoil and all. So we have the aerofoil ready with us and we can try to modify it. I mean, if we would like to add up any device on the right hand side, for example, if it is a spoiler of the car, so you can just work on it. So once we have the total geometry ready, we can just try to modify the geometry by adding or creating any other extra components to it. So right now we have created the aerofoil with a chord of unit 1. What if I want to change the chord? So let us just try to see that thing. You can simply edit the geometry. And I believe if you are just changing over here, things will work. So let me just change it to 10. And you can go back. You can see the distance have changed. So as the chord is increasing, the thickness changes automatically. So that is a good point for us because they are having a ratio in themselves. They are scaled together. So as the chord is increased, the thickness will also increase. Let me change it to 25. So this is a larger dimension. If we are having any specific dimensions, or if you have a reference of any geometry of any aircraft what you want to create, and if you know the chord of it, you can just change the chord accordingly and you can press OK. So you will be having the rectangular wing. Created, and the total distance from the left hand side to the right hand side is called a span. You can see over here, this distance is called as span. And for the aircrafts which are having swept wings, the span is again the distance from the left to the right. So this is about the process for creation of a simple rectangular wing by creating an aerofoil, downloading the coordinates, converting it into a proper neatly aligned data, saving it as PDS format, and then importing it into the Creo software. So this is a quite lengthy process. I hope you understood about it. In future, we will be discussing the process for creating aerofoil wings which are swept back. And that is also a very simple process. As we are progressing through the videos, I will be explaining that particular case as well. Let us go to the next video.